Hey guys! Welcome back to Joshua's Japan channel, and I have another special guest today. Please welcome Daniel! Woo!
Hey guys.
Hello, welcome!
Hello, konnichiwa, sziasztok. My name is Daniel.
Sziasztok, what does that mean?
It means hello in Hungarian, a very casual way to say hello.
Oh, why did you speak Hungarian?
Because I am from Hungary.
You're from Hungary?
Yes, I am.
But I'm hungry.
Come on. I heard it like 100,000 million times.
Of course, I'm so sorry. So, Daniel, we actually met at a commercial shoot for Uniqlo. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that or not.
Anything Uniqlo. Are you?
Maybe this is Uniqlo today, my pants. Maybe my shirt too. No, this is Zara actually. That's Spanish. So, Daniel, can you introduce yourself a little bit?
Yeah, so I'm Daniel. I'm 26 years old. The same age as Joshua,
Yeah.
probably.
And
I'm from Hungary, but I've been living in Japan for 2.5 years. So,
how's that going?
yeah, it was probably the funnest part of my life.
Okay.
I had a lot of fun, but it also taught me so many things in general, like how to live by yourself, and I just love my time here. I've been loving it.
But what made you come to Japan initially?
Yeah, like it's a very long story, but when I was 16, I started watching YouTube vlogs, like similar to what you do actually, but like even more
Right.
like to the base level. Like there was very minimal editing in there. It was just an Australian guy driving through Japan and talking about Japanese life. And
Does he still do YouTube?
yes. So maybe I wanna shout him
Yeah,
out.
what's
He's
his
called
name?
Japan Channel. It's like very basic name.
Japan channel.
Yeah,
That's
but that
really
guy
similar to my channel.
Okay. Yeah, he basically changed my life because
Okay.
you know, like in the media, you see and you hear so much about Japan, and I really wanted to know what's Japan actually like. And his videos are basically just showing it, the way Japan is. And I was like, okay, if this is normal Japan, I kind of want to live there. So there's nothing over exaggerated in those videos, and this was the original reason for me to try living there, because it's so different than Europe, but at the same time it's very interesting and very safe. Yeah.
But what made you get interested in Japan initially? Like, what was the first? And what was your image towards Japan even before visiting?
Like since I was 5 or 6, I started out with Pokemon, but I was also interested in Japanese cartoons, like Japanese anime.
Yeah.
And then like basically his channel, like when I was 16, his channel, like this Japan channel, was the thing that got me interested in living in Japan.
Right,
So
right.
that was the big thing actually.
Okay.
And yeah, before I came here, I'm just very glad I watched those videos that shows the real Japan.
Right.
But yeah.
So you didn't really have any like unrealistic expectations towards Japan.
Yeah, like
Is that true?
Even before coming here and then kind of preparing myself, I just knew that it's going to be very different than I imagine it in my head. So it was different, but it doesn't mean that it was a bad experience or it was different in a bad way. It's just very different than what I imagine in my head.
So did you visit Japan before living here?
Yes, I did. Almost 6 years ago, I came here for 2 weeks.
Okay.
And
Where did you go? What did you do?
I came to visit my friend who was in the same university in Hungary.
Okay.
And I stayed in Nippuri, which is like close to Yonaka. And
That's
it's
like a really traditional.
I'm so glad I came to that area first.
That's
and
like the
experienced-
real side of Tokyo.
Yeah.
Like not hyped up, like real down to earth.
Yeah, like many old buildings and stuff.
Yeah. So I think you stayed in a really nice.
Yeah, that's a good intro
area.
to Japan. The
Yeah,
Sky
yeah.
Tree was there, freshly built at the time.
So how was it visiting Japan for the first time?
Very different, but it's at the same time it's completely new. It's a new experience, and then after I stayed here for years, I got used to everything. But I just remember getting amused by the car number plates. Like, oh, there's like hiragana on the car number plates, and I just went through them and like, okay, this is different than the European number plate. And yeah, just everything was new and fresh.
What made you come back to Japan to live here?
After that first visit, I went back to Budapest, Hungary, and I was doing my university, but I wasn't really happy. I was studying biology, and I really picked biology as a subject, so I can show everyone that I can like especially to my parents, I can amount to something
Mm-hmm,
great.
mm-hmm.
But in my heart, I really didn't enjoy it. But I kept studying Japanese as a
Mm-hmm.
hobby, and I was kind of a little bit down
Mm-hmm.
in that period. At my university, there was a seminar where like there was an opportunity to work at a hotel. I was like, okay, just like my university wasn't working out so well. I just really wanted to go ahead and get some actual work experience in Japan.
Yeah.
And that was the best decision of my life to come here and try myself out. This is how it happened.
Yay.
And
So that's why Daniel is here right now.
just
Right,
before COVID
right.
is why I've been staying here,
Mm-hmm,
like Renzoku, all that.
Oh, so you haven't been back to visit?
No, I
even.
haven't been back.
So have you experienced any racism, microaggressions?
Something that was actually intentional, how do you say, aggression was only one time, and it
Okay.
wasn't that bad, I would say so. But
Mm-hmm.
I think many Japanese people are just not familiar with foreigners or foreign culture.
Foreign-looking people.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And they can be a little bit.
They're not familiar. Right?
Yeah, but I think what I experienced a lot, I am expected to be that character
Mm-hmm.
who speaks English, who teaches English,
Mm-hmm.
and I kind of had to look for the origin of why Japanese people look at foreigners in this way.
Right. Yeah.
Like for
Historically.
example,
Yeah.
it's more like we are supposed to speak English, but they're not completely wrong, because there's a much higher chance of foreigner people speaking in English than Japanese. So I think it's a little bit similar if you go to a non-English speaking European country, and if you see somebody, like for example, if someone goes to Hungary and you look foreigner, you probably get talked to in English,
Yeah.
because you might be a tourist.
Right,
You're
right.
probably a tourist. No one expects you to talk in Hungarian or the niche language.
Can you easily spot a foreigner in Hungary?
Like depends on which part of the world they are from, but Hungary is historically very mazatteri. Like
Yeah, that's what I thought. So
Yeah.
it must be really difficult to spot a foreigner. But
Yeah.
I'm just genuinely interested in how you differentiate between a foreigner and a local in Hungary.
Of course, if someone, for example, looks East Asian, it's probably like
Oh,
easy to
that's
spot,
that's
but-
really easy. But
Yeah.
what if they look European?
or like
but-
kind of Italian, or
Right.
or maybe even blonde, because there are blonde Hungarians. They're like very Italian-looking Hungarians as well.
Right.
I never experienced like in my own country.
Mm-hmm. Right.
like, anybody treated me differently. So
Right.
also Budapest is very liberal in
Right.
that sense.
Right.
When I grew up.
You're experiencing that in Japan a lot of times, right? Like people expect you to be that typical English teacher that speaks English as a native
Yeah.
language, and you're from like people must think that you're from America. Is that what you're saying?
America or France? Many people
France.
tell me like, "Are you from France?"
Right. There are many French
Probably,
people here.
yeah,
actually,
because
yeah.
I have darker hair.
Yeah.
I have a bigger nose, so I must be from
Okay.
France.
Right.
But yeah, just not sure about it.
Right. But do you experience microaggressions here?
Yeah, I told this to you a little bit earlier,
Mm-hmm.
but I think it's very much embedded in the culture, not the microaggression part. It's more like it's very hard to express your like if you're frustrated.
Right.
Like it's very hard to express yourself if you have a problem with something. So it kind of like Japanese people kind of have to go around it, and of course they feel frustrated as well, but they cannot really express it. So yeah, microaggressions can be quite common here.
So I guess you're trying to say like they're more passive aggressive, and culturally it's really almost accepted to be passive aggressive in Japan.
Yeah, because it's not accepted to confront people.
Yeah.
Straight,
You can't
so-
really be assertive here. Like if you are, people feel like you're being too straightforward, you're being too vocal about a problem.
Yeah. You
and
don't care about other people. for
you don't
example.
care about other people's feelings, and you get cut off. You just get kicked out of the group
Yeah.
if you're being too assertive and like straightforward. So I think that's really different from Europe.
Yeah, exactly. When you have a problem, you're supposed to say that. You're a brave person for saying that. So it's kind of looked up, not
Right,
looked
right.
down upon. It's completely the opposite here
Yeah,
in Japan.
yeah,
so
yeah.
I don't know which one is better. Like it kind of ties into humility, but
Yeah.
let's discuss that later.